it's Tanya, and I'm here with the weekly sketch inspiration, and the sketch is by Kristen Gronslet, and I made that very pretty green using a whole bunch of Shimmers products. Some we got last month, some we got this month, and yeah, it really was just I was just playing, so that's why I haven't actually kept any of that in. It was just me mixing. But if you really are interested, I will pop down below the colours that I used, and I can let you know how I did it. But really it was just texture paste and a whole bunch of colours to bring out a pretty green, which I am now going to smush through the stencil. And apologies, but it appears that my video was not recording when I smushed through, but you can see it's a very pretty stencil. It's like little sunflowers, and I just did it around, and I'm going to put my photograph in the middle, so it doesn't matter that I've got none in the middle of the layout. And here I am just putting on a little bit of splatters, and I'm trying to get some quite big splatters because I want a little bit of the colour, so I'm shaking that thing like fury, and I'm getting moderately big splatters. I was being a little bit impatient, I must say. So there we go. Now I have some of the pieces. These are exclusive die cuts that came in the kit, and then these are the Pocket Life cards. And what I'm doing is I'm basically creating layers behind my photo, but I'm doing it in such a way that I've got the frames that are bracketing my photograph of my daughter. I think it's a gorgeous photo. She doesn't think it's a gorgeous photo. I don't know, you can never please them, can you? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, now I'm just picking out some of the cards that have a lot of colour to them, because she's got this really very colourful shirt on, which is wonderful. It's actually a fantastic shirt to scrapbook. You can then bring in all sorts of colours. I briefly thought about using that 3x4 card. It's got a lovely sentiment on it, but I don't in the end, because it's putting my it's putting me off kilter. So now I'm going to work on my title, and I'm using these are from Maggie Holmes, her Carousel collection. We got a lot of the Carousel stuff, and it is gorgeous. I was a little bit worried about it when I first looked on the website, because I mean it is very quite themed, but there's some beautiful things in there, and I think I said it in my unboxing that I'm going to YOLO. I'm just going to try and use up all those Carousel things any which way I can and have fun with them, because they are very pretty. So I've got the moments and I've got the happy, and I figure my title can go, oh, and these are labels that Claudia designed for Pretty Little Studio. So I'm going to go with captured moments like these make me happy. So yeah, it's one of my long titles, and I do apologise for my head. You know, sometimes the head just has to be there. Very annoying though. It's just the angle of my camera. So yeah, I am using the labels to make the title more legible and to bring in some colour, and you know, when it's on white like that, it draws your eye to it. So yep. And these are exclusive Elfers that came in the kit as well. I do apologise, I never remember what comes in which kit. I put them all together, so, and then unless it's like a Project Like card, I have no idea. So if you do need to, go and check out the website. All the images are there, all the details are there, and I do think these kits are still available, so you could go and purchase. Oh yes. Lots of fun purchasing. So yeah, oh, I will say though, the glitter does not stay on the glittery bits like that heart. You get glitter everywhere. I have glitter on my fingers, I have glitter on the photograph, but that's okay. So now I realised that my title needed the, like these make me, so I had to bring that in. That's why I used one of the cards from the die cuts, Maggie Holmes die cuts. And these little, I think they're also from her collection, these little gold letters, they're lovely. They make me happy too. And yes, now I've cottoned onto this little idea that if you have a die cut with words on it and you don't really want to use it with the words, if you turn it upside down, then your eye won't see the words. Your eye will just see the color and the shape of it. Oh, and I thought I was so brilliant there. That little ice cream truck, I popped it behind there and it just fits so well. I know it seems to be a terrible waste of that die cut, but it's really big and I didn't know where else to put it, so I thought that was quite clever of me. Oh, and then I realised that my splatters were wrong, because I've got, you know, the top left down to the bottom right going on kind of with my design, and my splatters weren't doing that, so I had to turn it around and shift everything back again. But we do these things because we want it to look right, don't we? See that that yellow die cut that I put behind Jessica's head at the top there? Yep, turned it upside down and now it's just a shape. It's not a word anymore. It's quite a nifty little trick, that, actually. I thought about that happiness die cut, but I don't think I used it in the end. Briefly thought about the girl, but I don't use her either. So I just glued everything down, and now I am just putting these last bits down there. That's the one I'm talking about turning it upside down. Not that you see much of it, but the thought is there. So I'm now sticking moments down. And did I say the photograph was from my birthday? I don't think I did. But yeah, we went to this really lovely restaurant up on the mountainside. It was a gorgeous day and the setting was just beautiful. So I think I'll probably be scrapbooking quite a few of these pictures because they're just so pretty. Oh, and here, these are these little extra bits that came with the exclusive letters that I think Kimberly designed them. Aren't they pretty, those little flowers and the pretty colours? Yeah, I had so much fun with this layout. Oh, I'm just putting everything around everywhere. Little flowers, although I do change that up a bit just now. But what else are we doing? Oh, I thought this was genius. I took those flags, again, Maggie Holmes Carousel Collection, and I put that one up there because I wanted the black and white, because I've got the bow. You see the bow at the bottom left there. I figured I needed to repeat it at the top right, and if you hear any weird extraneous noises, please, I do apologise. Hubby's just come home and he seems to be unpacking everything, so if there are other noises that shouldn't be around, I apologise for them. You know, you just can't keep these people quiet. So I'm getting a few of those little... There, you see? You can hear the squeak. I can hear the squeak. Don't know if you can. I thought about that banner, and I don't know. Looking at it now, it probably could have worked there, but I get a little nervous when I do something which is that outside of my comfort zone of knowing what looks good. So I put it back again. And then I'm getting in some more of the gold at the top with that little heart. And I figured the balloons could definitely go on because it was my birthday after all. And it looks kind of cute, doesn't it? I think so. And yes, I felt that I've got a lot going on at the bottom, you know, design-wise. The weight of the design is quite heavy at the bottom, so I figured I needed to bring a few more things up to the top there, which is why I put that sticker. And then my hot glue gun went and glued everything everywhere, as it does. And there I'm popping some of those pretty little flowers, puffy stickers onto my balloons. I love that bow. That bow is so striking. It's a good thing that I have a large photo, because I think your eye just is drawn to the bow. And again, I couldn't get that banner to work either, so I figured, well, let's bring in some of the exclusive wooden buttons that we got. We've been getting these quite a lot lately, and they really are gorgeous. I like them a lot. And oh, I brought in the sew. I don't think I mentioned that in the title. Yeah, that's also Maggie Holmes. Captured moments like these make me so happy. Yes, they do. So that's what I do, actually. I use my titles, I'm sure I've mentioned it often, I use my titles as my journaling. Yep, saves me from writing, and it works. And I got pom-poms on. I'm so excited. I'm really not too sure what to do with these pom-poms. But yeah, I hot glued them down, and they seem to be sticking there, so that worked well. Then I didn't know what to do with the hot pink one. Now I figured, oh well, what the heck, let's add some more colour and thing to the bow so that your eye goes there. And now I'm just popping on a few things and yeah, and this is my layout. So I've had a lot of fun, and with this, oh, again, I'm bringing in the flags. Creativity was rampant with me this time. I just want to briefly talk about something which I am so super excited about, and yeah, it should have launched already. When is this going live? Yes, it should have done. If it hasn't, then it will be soon. But Irita and I have made classes. We've both taken the same theme for the class, and that was like Killer Kit. And we've taken our June kits, and we've created 10 lessons in each of our classes on ways to use up your kits. So yeah, if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link below, and you can check it out. I would be super stoked if you did. And yeah, there's I mean, just think about this. There's a lot of stuff in these kits, and it might be useful to have a few other ideas on... Oh, that's Jessica. Jessica came in and was telling me how she didn't like her photograph. So it might be quite nice to have a few other ideas on how to use up all of the stuff that we get in these kits. So yeah, so that's something exciting. And I am just putting other bits around just to try and, you know, it's that repetition and repeating of colours and that kind of thing. And that EXO I thought just did so well there by the bow, and I'm thinking again, and I briefly thought that maybe I needed to bring something more up the top there because of the weight, as I mentioned before, or the weight of the design at the bottom, but that didn't look right. So I try it elsewhere and it doesn't look right, then I find the perfect spot for it. Well, not yet. Almost the perfect spot. There we go. And I'm just going to tiny attach that because for some reason it wasn't very sticky at all. And I do believe I'm done. So thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to check out the Facebook forum and look out for my class. Thanks again. We'll chat again soon. Bye.